The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. One step away from playing for the AFC title. This divisional round contest is underway. This return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Now a give left side. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. First down, and they go right back to... Oh, what a hit! Jars the ball loose! And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
They'll run here on first down. And he's taken down with a short gain to the 25. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Caught by his back. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it brings up an LA first down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap to Herbert. The throw is caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all. They're trying to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? It's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Herbert now. Blitz coming. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers finish up an excellent opening series. Looking to tack on the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. A pistol snap, Fields. complete out to the right. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
No gain on second down, and they need 2 here on third. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Still going inside the 35. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers finish off their opening drive. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side defensively they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. Starting from the 5. Good looking return here, and he's got room. The 40. At the 20. And he is gone. Touchdown. They'll set up here for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chargers take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. They give it to him again. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Fields out of the gun. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers tie things up at 14. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now a give running right. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Herbert, quick out wide, complete. Making defenders pay for trying to tackle him. And they can't chomp to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now it's third down.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
On third down, Herbert. Short pass brought in. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Chargers will have a first. Running it now out of the gun. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
This one's caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Chargers break the tie here in the first. PAT effort coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers break that tie and now lead by 7. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Looking up towards the dome, can't bring it in clean. And it bounces out of bounds for the touchback, so no harm, no foul. First and 10 now from the 30. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Second and 3 now. From the 37. Cut out left. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Shotgun snap to Fields. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And a big play drive. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They have second and pretty long here. Another try following the sack. Completed here to Johnston. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped.
Hey, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s. Versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give the quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Here's Fields to throw. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Working quickly here. Ooh, maybe some nerves there. He moved early on 4th down. Now we're going to see if this affects their choice to go for it. They do snap it. Here's Fields. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. It was the rookie from Ohio State there to bring him down.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Herbert from the gun. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to get past the 40 before he goes out. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. He made it 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. From the 32. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it brings up an LA 1st down. From the gun, here's a handoff. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. This throw is caught. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
Well, things weren't about to end after the 1st hit or the 2nd. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Herbert with a blitz coming. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
Getting that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. They'll cobble together a yard there. Tuipulotu in for the tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find it.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Takes out a one-stop. And the Chargers take possession of the football.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Where you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six.
And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board for now. But will it stand? We've got to see what this flag is all about. Wrong time to get caught for holding. Backed him up as they'll retry this 1st and goal. Right up the gut. And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. Give him just 1 yard, I think, on the run. Still some work to do here on 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Still a good bit of work to do here, Brock, as they come up on it 2nd and goal. Herbert now. Cut near the goal line. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. The Chargers with a chance to boost their lead. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. They're headed up the middle. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Chargers grow their lead just before halftime. Extra point attempt coming up. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chargers take a 3-possession lead. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Completed to his running back. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
2nd and 3. He's on the move. We'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, a better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Complete beyond the marker. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down. Offense up to the line fast. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you've got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
On the move, headed right. He's on the move. He's almost headed worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Stopped there by Cedric Johnson.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Fields to throw it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Oh, he lost it on the hit! And they steal it back on the return. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Oh, baby, that was sweet. They popped him before he could even get started on that return.
Imagine running down the field, navigating all those guys that want to block you. You get free, and I'm sure part of these guys on this punt coverage team, Kate, are wondering, was he going to wave his hand? Is it going to be a fair catch? Was it all for not? No, it was not, and they get a chance.
And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. A second touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
One touchdown, you just might be...
Oh, look at this. They're faking it. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
I know these special teams coaches spend all week trying to find a little weakness, and I guess they saw something on film they may have liked. But I think this serves as a reminder, if you want to get 2, try the conversion from the 2-yard line next time.
Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. He's back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. One last play before the break. One final shot before halftime. A massive shot towards the end zone. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Half the battle complete, Brock, as we resume play here. Let's spot in our AFC Championship on the line. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Running this one left. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Throw left side, complete. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Now here he goes. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Steelers first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
And he gets this forward to the 19. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Rolling left, buying some time. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Justin Fields touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know,
oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. All right, now another opportunity to convert this two-point try. And they get the two-point conversion. He's in the lead, only a field goal now. Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. This return starts at the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. From the pistol, it's Herbert. Bails out of the pocket quick. Connects with the open man downfield. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big 34-yard pickup there. And the Chargers will have a first.
he just made a difficult throw to the outside. Look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Dumps it off to his running back. Oh, the football's loose. Steelers have him headed the other way. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Fields out of the gun. Fits it through. He's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, no, it's out! And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one.
You're using this play to try for a 1st down, but also set up what's ever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
1st down throw for Fields. Dumped off to his running back. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
All right, here we go. Second down. Shotgun snap to Fields. Buys time, rolling right. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. Give him 13 on that play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Stopped there by Cedric Johnson. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
The only thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now it's Fields. Escapes the pocket.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. And they pick it up. Time to push for that marker. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that. A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Starting from the 5. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And he goes out of bounds to hand them excellent field position up across the 40.
For the life of me, I will never understand why you give that returner another shot after he already took one to the house. You could feel it. He's brimming with confidence. He wants you to kick the ball to him, and he nearly took a second one to the house again. He now sets his team up with great field position. You know why baseball coaches are called managers, Kate? Because they got to manage a lot of situations. And I've realized over time in talking to them, they love taking a situation, a game moment, and making it a team topic. That play, that corner right there, I know this is a head football coach, not a head football manager, but he's going to take that play, he's going to illuminate it to his team and show the fearlessness of his corner making that tackle.
Hits his running back. Rolling into enemy territory. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the ball. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Herbert from the gun. Now he's throwing deep, left side. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. And he doesn't put much height or distance on this one.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They're out and set, first and 10. Fields looking to throw. Chased out to his right. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Junior Colson. And he makes the Huffs go. That's a touchdown on the pick six. They'll try this extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Chargers break that tie and now lead by 7. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Fields coming back after the pick. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Chargers get it back after a marvelous defensive effort. Well, he's had the kind of scoring day you love to see out of him. 3 touchdowns in the book so far, but now 3 interceptions thrown as well. Gotta do without those.
Yeah, you do. The aggressiveness has helped him find the end zone several times, but it's also led him to find defenders several times as well. You got to figure this out. It's a quarterback teeter-totter. How to dial the mistakes back while keeping that aggressive mindset as well.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Back to the air, Herbert. Complete out to the right side. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Throwing on first is Herbert. He'll get this to Jefferson. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers lengthen the lead at the end of the third. That one splits the uprights. And the Chargers double their lead to 14. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. He doesn't like what he sees, so a touchback. They're going to begin at the 30. Drive starts out with a first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Forced out to his right. Now he takes it. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Fields now on 3rd. Short pass brought in. And he's going to end up out of bounds, which will end our 3rd quarter. Oh, first and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4. Offense in the hurry up here. Play action, Fields. Johnston brings it in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. Just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut my losses and avoid such a negative play.
Pressure's there, and he goes down again. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here he is on 3rd and long. This ball's caught by Pickens. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped.
Awareness. You've got to be aware. Play caller, quarterback, receiver have to be aware of where the sticks are. That route just not enough, not deep enough to extend the drive and move the chains.
A lot of room they need here. It's 4th and a long 8. They do snap it. Here's Fields. His running back catches it downfield. And he will get the first as they touch him down. Working inside the red zone. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. It's 2nd and goal.
I'll tell you what that deflection right there, Kate, tells me. That defense was following and reading the quarterback's eyes. Knew exactly where that throw was going. And it takes a little bit of intuition, a little bit of feel. He's able to get his hands on it and knock it out of bounds.
That throw finds Pickens. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Here we go, right up the gut. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. 3 touchdown catches in one game is rare air, Brock. Safe to say most guys who retire can name every time they did that here in the NFL.
Yeah, I hope he remembers it, but also remember this. Receivers, they're a dependent position. They're dependent on the guys doing their job up front. They're dependent on the quarterback putting on the spot. And usually, when you reach a milestone like this, you love to share it with everybody else. And my guess, especially if they can find a way to win this one, is this receiver will celebrate it with all of his guys.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. He makes it in for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. That one right down the middle. And the Chargers double their lead to 14. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Now Fields. On the move, headed right. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
No connection on the last play, and out third down. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Escapes the pocket. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
2nd and 4. Buys time, rolling right. He gets 6 on that play, and that's a Steelers first down.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
Chased out to his right. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB. And it gave him just enough room to run.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Fields out of the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Steelers 14 points back. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Fields to throw it. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. Desperation time here on 4th. Fits it through the middle. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Forget that it was 4th down, Bronk. That is an impressive 22-yard pickup, and it gets them the first. Shotgun snap to Fields. Forced out to his right. He can run it. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 23. Roman Wilson reels it in. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Give him 8 yards on the play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down. From the red zone now. He's on the move. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown! I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. At this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it to.
Kate, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you do cover it up, you got guys like this who can scramble and make you pay with their legs.
And this kick is covered by the Chargers, and that should salt this game away.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Handoff now from the gun. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. The Steelers calling their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Offense to the line for second down. Another carry for him. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. Extra man in the secondary for the Steelers. Third down coming up. Back to the well again. And he's going to fight his way down to the 35-yard line. The Steelers use their third and final timeout. They can let the clock run out here, but let's see if they resist the temptation to add on 3 more instead. From the right hash, 52 yards out. Doesn't look like it has the leg, and it falls well short of the posts. And they fail to make this a 2-score ball game.
That field goal really would have put the final nails in the coffin, but now this defense, they're going to need to make 1 more stop to officially close this one out.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Escapes out to the left. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Setting up to pass. Completed here to Johnston. And he goes out a little short of the 40. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's a Steelers first down. Back to throw. On the move, headed right. He's going to keep it this time. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running game. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those 2, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
Here he is to throw. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we assume our final snap. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it's third down. So they offer the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but, man, the defense took that away, too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did. Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. One final shot here. It's intercepted. That will do it. Asante Samuel Jr. makes the play. So the Chargers come away with a win in this one. And they took care of business just as you'd expect a 1 seed to do. And they're going to get to stay at home another week and welcome in another opponent with a conference title on the line.